Hello, hello. I was going to say good morning, but well, I guess it still is for a whole nother 60 seconds, I'll suppose. So, how is everybody today on this wonderful Wednesday, hump day, middle of the week? How's your week been so far? Good, I hope. So, who's ready for some Beatles trivia? Okay, first of all, let's get the housekeeping out of the way here. Hi, I'm Sharon Schultz, known as the Bay Lady, because I do virtual tours in and around the Chesapeake Bay area where I live. A beautiful place, lots of things to see and do, and I love to share. Also have other little things that I do, of which is this Beatles lunchtime trivia little gig I do once a week. Believe it or not, it's one of my most viewed live streams. So go figure, right? Um, I have a lot of people of like mind out there, evidently. Anyway, if you want to know more about me or my tours, you can find me on Facebook, Sharon Schultz, the Bay Lady. Uh, uh, like me, follow me. Also on YouTube, I am Sharon Schultz, the Bay Lady, and you can subscribe to my channel, and you'll see all the upcoming tours, and you can ask to be notified, and then you won't miss a thing. And also on my social media accounts, you'll see a platform called Buy Me a Coffee. That's where I can receive tips, donations, gratuities, what have you. All of my tours are free, so the tips that I receive indicate where I go next as far as gas wise and such. So anyway, let's get to Beatles trivia. I have a deck of cards here. It's called Beatles Significa. I've been in possession of this since 1982. It's a trivia game for Beatle fans. 832 questions and answers that cover every aspect of the Beatle phenomenon. It covers the Beatle years from birth through Beatlemania to breakup. So it's not about their individual careers that came later. This is all about their heyday. So let's see how well you guys are. Now I have to say I don't have chat on here. They've redone this platform StreamYard here, and I still have to probably readjust some settings. So anyway, I can't see your comments right now, but you may see each other's. That wouldn't surprise me. So if so, feel free to chat on and offer your best guesses, right, to the questions. All right. I got Beatles music playing in the background. Okay, here we go. First question. Before the Beatles launched into Shout on British TV, John complimented the audience with, "You've got a very blank face." The end. Ooh, I don't know that one. This is the new one. Always something new, right? Okay, let me read it again. Before the Beatles launched into Shout on British TV, they must have been performing on a show and they're about to sing the song. John apparently complimented the audience by saying, "You've got a very blank face." The end. I don't know. Anybody know? Oh, yeah. Let me see here. I'm going to look, okay? You want the answer? All right, here it comes. Lucky. You've got a lucky face. Really? Okay, John. Usually he's more witty than that, correct? Right. Okay, here we go. What song does Tiny Tim, remember Tiny Tim and tiptoeing through the tulips? What song does Tiny Tim sing and play on the Beatles' 1968 Christmas record? What song does Tiny Tim sing and play on the Beatles' 1968 Christmas record? Now, you know what Tiny Tim played, right? His instrument of choice, right? Ukulele. Tiptoe through the tulips. Okay, enough of me. Want to see what the answer is? Of course we do. Nowhere Man. Oh, really? Nowhere Man. Okay, if they say so. All right, next question. In what song does George, in spite of warnings, remain convinced she's an angel sent to me? Oh, that's one of the older songs, one of the old rock and roll ballad types, right? In what song does George, in spite of warnings, I guess the song, remain convinced that she's an angel sent to me? That's a line from the song, An Angel. She's an angel sent to me. I know it is. It's one of those older songs, too. I am willing to bet. Anybody with me? I keep trying to resist the temptation to see where my chat went. I've kind of lost it, you see. Yeah, well, let me. It's crazy. I don't know how to fix that. Can't post. There's no that. I'm not going to tempt fate here. It never works in my favor when I do, so we won't do that. All right. Happy ever. Okay, so the song where George sang, "She's an angel sent to me." I can almost hear the melody, "Devil in Her Heart." She's got the devil in her heart. Oh no. Yeah, that one. Devil in her heart. All right. Next. Huh? What did Benno Dorn make for the Beatles in 1962? What on earth is Benno Dorn? I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. What did Benno Dorn, it's spelled B-E-N-O, Benno, B-E-N-O, and then Dorn, D-O-R-N. Is it a name, a thing, a place, a person? I have no clue. What did Benno Dorn make for the Beatles in 1962? Maybe the answer will explain. Let's see. Their first suits. Okay, Benno Dorn is a designer, a clothier. He, I guess, or she, made the Beatles' first suits, the first little matching set of 4 suits they wore on stage. Okay. Complete the line sung by George at the Star Club. I grabbed my baby, tried to give her a squeeze. There's nothing shaking but the... Really? Let's read that again. Complete the line sung by George at the Star Club. I grabbed my baby, tried to give her a squeeze. There's nothing shaking but the trees. It just went like nothing shaking but anybody? Honey pie, nothing shake. Oh, I was half right. Nothing shaken but the leaves on the trees is the answer, guy. And I was just coming up with the first word that came to my mind that rhymed. Okay, that was just a lucky one. Whose signature was missing from the Beatles' contract with Brian Epstein? Whoa. Whose signature was missing from the Beatles' contract with Brian Epstein? Huh. Wow. Brian. I thought they all were happy with Brian. Wasn't it when about the time they were starting to break up, they were arguing about who should represent them? But that wasn't Brian. Anybody know the answer? Whose signature was missing from the Beatles' contract with Brian Epstein? Anybody want to guess? I'm going to guess and say John. Let's find out. Ah, Brian's. Oh, Brian's signature was missing from the contract. Well, ain't that so? Okay, good to know that. In what song does John sing, "If the sun has faded away, I'll try to make it shine"? If the sun has faded away, I'll try to make it shine. A line in the song sung by John. What is the name of the song? If the sun has faded away, I'll try to make it shine. It's a big promise, right? Let's find out. Anytime at All was the name of the song. Anytime at all. Anytime at all. Anytime at all. Okay. Next question. On their 1967 Christmas message, the Beatles sing, "Get one of us for your blank. Get one of us for your blank. Get one of us for your blank. Get one of us for your blank." Huh. Is it two different words? Or is it the same word twice? Does anybody remember anything about the Beatles' Christmas message? As in the one from 1967 in particular? Get one of us for your blank and one of us for your blank. All right, let's look. Get one of us for your trousers and one of us for your hair. What? On their 1967 Christmas message, the Beatles sing, "Get one of us for your trousers, get one of us for your hair." I don't know. What can I say? Okay. Next. The Beatles press officer who wrote material for the early fan club Christmas messages was named Tony who? They want his last name. The last name of the Beatles press officer who wrote the material for their fan club Christmas messages. His name was Tony. Now, the last name that comes to me is Tony Sheridan, but I don't think that's right. Tony Sheridan's a singer. I don't think he would necessarily be writing for the Beatles, but he was like, that during that time, though. Anyway, shall we see who it is? Tony who? Tony Barrow was his name. Tony Barrow. Interesting. Okay, next. And Everybody's Trying to Be My Baby George boasts of how many dates before he got home? And everybody's trying to be my baby. George boasts of how many dates before he got home? How many dates did he claim to fame? Anybody know? Good old George. 19 was George's answer. 19 dates before he got home. It rhymes with the line in the song, okay? In the 1966 Christmas message, we stuck on Christmas here. In the 1966 Christmas message, who were huddled around the unlit fire in the center of the room? In the 1966 Christmas message, who were huddled around the unlit fire in the center of the room? First thing I want to say is, what room? What unlit fire in the room, pray tell? Pray tell, what shall that be? Oh, I've never heard of this. Podgy the Bear and Jasper. Podgy the Bear and Jasper, who were huddled around the unlit fire in the center of the room. Podgy the Bear and Jasper. To whom does John issue this order? Run and tell your mama, I want you to be my bride. To whom does John issue this order? Run and tell your mama, I want you to be my bride. What song was that, pray tell? I want you to be my bride. Which song? Let us find out. Dizzy Miss Lizzie. Make me dizzy, Miss Lizzie. That's the one. Okay, next. What name did John and Yoko apply to their method of total communication, which supposedly eliminated prejudice? What name did John and Yoko apply to their method of communication, which supposedly eliminated prejudice? I'm guessing this might have been one of their political statements or such of that kind. Let's see. Total communication. Huh? All right, let's find out the name. Bagism. Bagism. Remember when they sat with bags over their head? Bagism. Yeah, bagism. Oh boy, okay, next. Who hands lead, let's see, who handles lead vocal and lead guitar on Another Girl? Who handles lead vocal and lead guitar on Another Girl? That's a good song too. Another Girl. For I have got another girl. Who handles lead guitar and vocal on Another Girl? Shall we look? It would be Paul. Paul did it. Okay. On the wedding album. On the wedding album, Yoko sings Stay in Bed for Dead Pete's, while John plays guitar chords from what Abbey Road song? On the wedding album, Yoko sings Stay in Bed for Dead Peace, while John plays guitar chords from what Abbey Road song? It's a good song too. Speaking of John, I know nobody. Happiness. Okay, so the wedding album. Stay in bed for bed peace, sings Yoko, and John plays chords from what Abbey Road song? Because. Because is the name of the Abbey Road song. Okay. Which Beatles song starts with the word love sung 9 times? Which Beatles song starts with the word love sung 9 times? I know it, I know it, I know it. 9 times. I think it's 9 times. It's a lot of loves. Anybody know which Beatles song starts with the word love? That's sung 9 times right off the beginning. This is kind of easy, right? I've never counted the number of times they sang love, but I can believe it's 9. And it's probably the only one that comes close. So the name of that song is All You Need Is Love. Ta-da! All You Need Is Love. Okay, let's see. Let's get us another card here. Nikita. Okay, here we go. Little what is going here? Silly girl. Alrighty, fill in the Star Club lyric. Red blank in the blank, way out on the sea, will carry my loved one home safely to me. Okay, it's a song that they sang at the Star Club. The lyric goes, red blank in the blank, way out on the sea, will carry my loved one home safely to me. Red blank in the blank, way out on the sea, will carry my loved one home safely to me. And that would be red sails in the sunset. Red sails in the sunset, way out on the sea, will carry my loved one home safely to me. Let's see, in 1969, which Apple artist recorded Hoagie Carmichael's Stardust with an arrangement by Paul McCartney? In 1969, which Apple artist recorded Hoagie Carmichael's Stardust with an arrangement by Paul McCartney? Anybody? Anybody? That would be Ringo. How about that? Ringo Starr. Yes, indeed. What group originally had a hit with Twist and Shout in 1962? In 1962, who had a hit? Twist and Shout. Anybody? That would be the Isley Brothers. The Isley Brothers had a hit with Twist and Shout. Okay, Mary Hopkins was given what Lennon and McCartney song with this line? Far away, my lover sings a lonely song and calls me to his side. Far away, my lover sings a lonely song and calls me to his side. By Mary Hopkins, she sang this song. What was the title? No. Okay, the song was called Goodbye. Goodbye was the name of the song. I don't think it's one that I am familiar with. Or if I was, It was long ago and I don't remember anymore. At the Star Club, George sang Her Name Drives Me Insane. In what song by Tommy Rowe? At the Star Club, George sang Her Name Drives Me Insane. In what song by Tommy Rowe? Tommy Rowe had some good songs he put out. That's for sure. So which one? Which one says Her Name Drives Me Wild? Sings George. Shall we look? Of course we shall. Yeah, Sheila. Her name was Sheila. Okay. Don't recall that song either. Okay. All right, next. In the Paul McCartney penned Come and Get It, what's it? In the Paul McCartney penned Come and Get It, what is it? What is it? Come and get it. Come and get what? Come and get money. It's money. Come and get money. The second version of Love Me Do has what prominent instrument that the original single version lacks? The second version of Love Me Do has an extra instrument that wasn't included in the first version of the song. Anybody know what that instrument might be? How about a tambourine? It's a tambourine. Okay, our last question for today. Identify the song, the singer, and the group. 36 Hours Rolling in Pain. Okay. Identify the song, the singer, and the group of 36 Hours Rolling in Pain. No clue, clueless. 36 hours rolling in pain. 36 hours rolling in pain. Cold Turkey. It was John Lennon and the Plastic Ono Band. Cold Turkey, John Lennon, Plastic Ono Band. Well, that was fun and enlightening lunchtime trivia experience. Hope to see you again next week. Till then, take care. Bye.